Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower. It's going from the 18th to the 24th of March. We're coming closer now to your autumn period, so things may be changing over the next sort of like 2 months. But the energy has changed, and it is changed at the end of February. I talked about it in the monthly readings. If you haven't seen your monthly readings, you'll find it on our channel. And the sun dropped out, which dropped out the energy of the earth, which dropped out our chakras, our auras, our energy as well, which has dropped. And that's been the first 2 weeks. And the readings have all been about preparing yourself, positioning yourself, all of that sort of thing, really, more than anything else, the last couple of weeks. And now this week here, and I've been saying the energy from the sun is going to come back on the 19th, which is going to make everything a little bit more zippy, a little bit more sort of fast energies. So better off being prepared so that when the energies do return, and I think they're going to return around about the 19th. If you want to know more about the energies of the sun, the earth, our human energies, chakras, auras, all of that sort of thing, you'll find it on our sister channel, Cymatic TV. And I've been saying it on there that we're moving into filament energy. You'll find that out on Cymatic TV. Let's just go on for you and let's see what this lovely energy is going to bring you this week. The overall energies here. This is the karmic message for your relationship side, karmic message for your financial side, influence from the universe, influence from your past self, future self, and your general outcome. Okay, so let's just see what's going on for you. I hope you have a lovely reading, Gemini. Nine of Pentacles. I think in the last in your in your monthly reading, you had the Ten of Pentacles on your relationship side, and you had the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles on your financial side. I think this is the start of a journey, and I think the overall energy here is sort of saying if you start a journey, if you're starting a new job, or starting to change your career, or opening a business, or closing a business, you can open another one, or take a job, or whatever it is. If you're changing a direction in your financial life, I think you're going to start realizing that there's loads of benefits that are to be had as you go forth. And the more planning you put into place, the better it is. So I would, if you haven't put any planning in place, I would start getting on the case now, because that sun's going to be kicking off in the next sort of 3 or 4 days. So yes, make sure you've got your stuff, your ducks in the row, basically, because you'll get lots and lots of abundances from it. On your relationship side, yeah, temperance. This is what I didn't really talk about on the relationship side, because it's more, you got the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Wands on your monthly reading, and there's definite opportunity. That's love, love, love. There is lots of it, and maybe here, I think maybe you're just being a little bit too patient for it. I think maybe you need to take a move. Because the thing is, with the Temperance card, they're umming and ahhing, pouring between these two cups here. But the thing is, after patience comes action. And I think here is almost sort of saying, on your karmic path here, is saying, yes, be patient with yourself, but now is the time to get out there and get involved, I think. So the patience, in a way, with the world around you has come to an end. Yeah. Universe influences 10 of cups, happiness after difficulty. I think this is what I'm saying is, with the overall energy, sort of once you've chosen this path, it's going to come out really well for you, I think. Really, really well for you. And I think there's a lot of happiness to be had, but it's only going to happen if you start following your intuition, your sensations, your feelings about someone or something or some relationship, and just follow it. It's only going to open doors for you, I think, here, Gemini. And I wouldn't be, as I said, I think patience with the outside world may have come to an end, but I think you should be patient with you inside you more than anything else. No one is perfect, so we get it wrong, and that's why you got to be a little bit patient with yourself. From your past self to your future self, yeah, I think you've been playing smart, but the problem with that is, and that's good generally, but here for me, it's like when you play smart, you don't actually engage, if you know what I mean. It's like you don't you avoid a lot of the confrontations. And I know you don't like confrontation because you're not like that, Gemini. You're very nice, tend to be very nice souls, Gemini. And confrontation is not really your thing, as it were. And I think here is like, this is what this patience has been a little bit about. You've been biding your time in the past, and now is the time to step forth. What's your future self doing to you or calling to you? Queen of Swords, yeah. Take a direction. That's what the Queen of Swords is saying there. The Queen of Swords she has chosen the direction, and the universe follows her. With the King of Swords, it's through the wisdom that he follows the path. She's not necessarily following the path, she's creating her own path. And she's pointing the direction where she wants to go, and it's pointing outwards from the flower. So it's pointing to the outside world. And I think this is what is important for you to do. And I think this is where, as I said, patience with the outside world should have come to an end. Just be patient with yourself. And then you get the Knight of Pentacles, which is at the end. Time to get on, time to start putting the seeds in the ground, start planting for your successes, this Nine of Pentacles in the future. That's what the Knight is doing. He's creating or securing that path for that to happen in your life. And this is the time now for you to actually start getting out there, trying things out. You're going to get things wrong. I'll tell you now, because we all get things wrong. But you won't get all of them wrong. You get only bits and bobs, little bits here, little bits there. But generally, you'll be able to sort of turn around and kind of say, yeah, there's a possibility with that relationship. Yeah, excellent. And you can explore life a lot better. Woo! On your financial side, on your karmic path, you get the Five of Pentacles. If you want to create a business, you have to get a loan or you have to invest your own personal money into a situation. And I think this is what is taking a risk on yourself in a way, where you are using your resources in order to get to where you want to be. Sort of scenario. And it could be time, it could be taking on a new job, and with that new job you're you're doing a 2-week trial period, and you don't really get paid for that 2-week trial period, and it may feel like you're you're the outsider in a way, and it's good for you, that, I think. And it's like starting a business. As I said, you've got to put your money into the business, some of your savings maybe. And this is going to, put you on edge of kind of going, it's got to work. And that's going to push you into your own category, a little bit outside the world at the moment. And I think it is a good thing for you, because the moment you start doing that is actually a real blessing for you. Once you realize that, that's when the universe can kick in. That's when you can really start changing things for your own sort of success. The moment you sort of invest in your life, and it could be the fact that some of you may be losing a job or stuff like that, but then the reason you're losing a job is because there's a better job waiting for you. That's the possibility, and that's what you should be looking at, and that's where the Wheel of Fortune comes into play. But look at that with the Ten of Pentacles. You're coming from a place where you have everything that you need for success, and that could be education. That could be finances, that could be time, that could be experience, that could be energy, that could be the emotions and the passions. Whatever it is, in your past, you've accumulated enormous amounts of attributes, for you. And I would start using them if I was you. Yeah, Lovers. Look at that. Lovers, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Pentacles. How different is that to that? I think it's something that you need to go through. So I just went over that. Need to go through in order for you to have success. And this future self is pulling you into a job or into a direction which you really feel at one with. And that's why you're going to get the success. Because you feel at one with what you're doing. If you're feeling trapped and in a job, it's sort of saying to you, leave that job. You know, obviously everything needs planning, which you're very good at, Gemini. I wouldn't say this to every sign. I know that you're very good at planning. So if you plan it, you're going to be in a really, really good place. And then you get the Knight of Wands at the top. So you've had the Knight of Pentacles. The general outcome is going off on a mission, no matter what it is. I think there could well be a bit of traveling involved in all of this. There is a bit of a mission there, and it's almost as if like you're finding your raison d'etre, why you are here on this planet. You know, that's the sort of feeling I'm getting from it, from this sort of mission of the two knights there. Really nice, I think, really nice. And there's some, you know, happiness doesn't come. This is what this card's all about. It says happiness after difficulty. You go through the rain cloud, you get out in the sunshine the other side, you turn around, you're completely soaked, but you turn around and look at what you've walked through, and that's where you see the rainbow. You know, and I think this is as much as on your financial side as on your relationship side here. Walking towards rainbows, and you got this Knight of Wands again on that side here. I think it's time to get busy. Izzy wizzy, let's get busy. Time to get busy, Gemini. You know, the patience with the outside world is over, but be patient with yourself, you know, internally. But just, it's now time to move. Yeah, I think that's over and done with. I think you've been patient long enough for love to be existing in your life, or for you to be living and doing the things that really sort of corresponds to you in a really beautiful way. Yeah, I think that's coming to an end here. And now you're starting to move and actually starting to get involved. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, you get the Justice card. Harmony brings harmony back into your life, brings a reason for living and what have you. The universe is bringing that into you. You know, it's bringing it into your life through happiness. And it's recognizing that, yeah, you've had a difficult one, and you've had to be, you know, you've had to play it smart, as it were, in regards to your emotions and the world that is around you. And then you get the World card. So this is, you've come from that, and now you're going through that portal, leaving the past behind and opening up a whole new vista for you to explore in regards to relationships. With the Queen of Swords, you get the Four of Cups. The Queen of Swords has made her judgment through her emotions, right? The Four of Cups is like this, she's distilled what she was before, how she connected with people, socialized, family, friends, community, partners, and she's distilling it into one cup, looking at what she really wants to be doing here. And I think this is what's going on in your relationship, or your emotional side of life. You're really starting to drill down onto the good things in life, which will be coming through, you know, but it doesn't come through unless you put one foot in front of the other and go out there and live it. Yeah, and the Four of Cups. Look at this. Nine of Cups, sorry. You get the Nine of Cups of the overall outcome with the Knight of Wands, and you get the Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. I think once you start sort of like engaging your passions, you're going to realize that there's so much in the way of happy opportunities around you, in the life that is around you. Once you start doing that, it becomes so obvious of what you know, how you should be, Gemini, in regards to everybody that is around you. With the Five of Pentacles, you get the Queen of, yeah, I think there's something that needs to happen that ends, or you need to get a bit of, you know, you need to invest in your company. Once you start doing that, that's when you can really get passionate about the whole journey, every aspect of it. It's not just one little aspect of the company, it's now everything. You're dealing with the accounts, you're dealing with customer service because you're running a shop, you know, you're dealing with the suppliers, you know, and you're getting into dealing with lots of different things and being very passionate about each and every single one of them. Yeah. Lovers, again, twice now on the table. From the universe and your future self. So apparently the universe and your future self are actually in cahoots here. and saying, look, if you want this Wheel of Fortune moment, if you want this success to come out, Gemini, you've got to fall in love with your life. If you're not in love with your life, and that's where that Five of Pentacles comes in. If you're not in love with your life, you might find it a little bit hard. Ten of Pentacles, you get the Temperance. Yeah, I think you have this incredible ability of patience, Gemini. But at some point, you know, if they're not going to get it, they're not going to get it. You know, and I think sometimes you've got to draw a line through something and kind of go, okay, move on to the next. And I think this is like, you have the abilities, you have everything that is with you or in you. And as I said, sort of like education, money, time, energy, whatever it is, to do something. And I think this is where you need to start heading off into it. This is this difficult choice. And I think that's got to do with that. You know, if your future self, if you want this whole sort of thing to be at one with your life, it's really could be totally enjoyable. You've got to maybe make a tough decision here. And as I say, it could be leaving a business or company, a job, in order to take your savings and invest in a business. You're risking everything. It's quite a difficult decision. But I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it. Let's just see what goes on with the Knight of Pentacles here, the general outcome. Going on a mission, planting those seeds. Ace of Wands. Yeah, if you, I actually think this is a no-brainer, really, and I think you know that, Gemini, and I think you feel it as well. And this is where we get into the out with the old and in with the new. This is that driving passion, as I say, with the Queen of Wands, who's down at the bottom there. You're converting a situation of loss into gain. But I don't mean loss because it's not really loss. That's not what it feels like. It's like you're investing in a company. Haven't really lost the money. You've invested in the company, you know, or you're investing in a new job or things like that. But whatever it is, it's really galvanizing your passions for your future. There you go, Gemini. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Really do appreciate you being here and all the support you give to this channel. Don't forget about our sister channel, Cymatic TV, the channel all about energy. I will either see you over there or over here, whichever way it is. It'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.